Some really funny stuff. There's no evidence, but I don't think they approved the Archer one and Tanahashi promo. Tanahashi and AEW promo. What's sort of disrespectful? Maybe we go in chronological order. Let me read the actual article and then what I wrote in the text message. I might as well share the tab also. Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi not happening at AEW All Out. Josh Nason at Josh Nason, August 21st, 2021, 10:21 a.m. To do what Dave Meltzer described as a political timing snag, Jon Moxley will not be facing Hiroshi Tanahashi at next month's AEW All Out. It is believed that reigning IWGP US champion with the front runner to face former AEW and IWGP US title holder, AEW World Champion and IWGP US title holder, with Moxley to counter with the idea to face the top new Japan wrestler at pay-per-view, followed by a pro cut on Tanahashi at late July Dynamite. However, Tanahashi was booked to defend against Kabushi at Wrestle Grand Slam in Tokyo at September 4th. It will be possible for him to fly to Chicago for the AEW event the next day. Also reported in the weeks Wrestle Observer newsletter that other factors come into play. These are more political, so people are thinking it's COVID. I think it could be other stuff too. I'm going to write other stuff down. The reason Jon Moxley went hard on Hiroshi Tanahashi in his promo a few weeks ago and never mentioned his name in this week's promo, while mentioning a ton of other names because the match was supposed to happen. It was supposed to be imminent, and that is no longer the case. Basically, things changed from the New Japan side. The match will probably happen, but not just yet. Most likely, the idea will be for Moxley to win. And right now, New Japan doesn't want Tanahashi to lose based on whatever plans they have for the U.S. title. He wrote, "I don't know the plan for Moxley is all out at this point." So my reaction to this was Archer was like, "I can't wait to see you in AEW in the NJPW pay per view." He was like, "I can't wait to see you in AEW," and they're not promoting NJPW at all in this promo. So and Archer's actually talking, so it's a big deal. I thought that was very awkward when it happened. And then I'm thinking about it again. Let's see what other things I mentioned about it. Hold up. Where is it? So I saw this happening. CM Punk and Danielson like taking the spotlight away from NJPW. Like, it's not winter is coming when NJPW is going to be a big deal. We're beyond that now with CM Punk and Danielson showing up. Which, well, Danielson might not happen because Danielson wants to wrestle in NJPW. But Metro just showed up at an NJPW pay per view. The first one, I mean, it was the first one in a long time. It's called Resurgence or whatever. It's supposed to be when NJPW comes back. They're promoting AEW there. And NJPW is low. Like all LIJ is gone because of COVID. Hope Tony signed the contract with Bryan Danielson because like it'd be an issue now if WWE doesn't want to make a deal with NJPW as they did want to before. I mean, they want to get some money out of it because they're probably low after not having live shows and like they need insurance because like they could be having money issues. AEW is also ridiculously powerful, and that's gonna be an issue if NJPW is gonna be in the US. Someone said this is not ROH. It's gonna be issues. I said. So I'm talking about Japanese companies being Japanese companies. I actually didn't hear Mox's promo. AEW has a lot more momentum now, acknowledging the universe and other universes. Triple A probably made a lot of money. I mean, NJPW isn't making as much money as it worked out. Christian won the Impact belt. Probably Mox. So confirming that Mox did not specifically mention Tanahashi. He's calling out the new AEW guys. Did he change his promo to that? Wasn't it? He said it was a new AEW guy, so it wasn't NJPW at all. Oh, someone wants a piece of AEW. It reminds me of 9 Days of Impact mismanagement or miscalculation. Like, Fernandez showing up on Impact and violated the Lucha contract. Or like, he was supposed to be the main event Mafia, but then they get signed by WWE. Or stuff like that. Whoever wants to challenge AEW. Someone knows that NJPW does take issue. Like if certain companies do something that really works, and they're like, yeah, no. There's no evidence, but I don't think that NJPW really approved of Archer wanting Tanahashi and AEW, which is sort of disrespectful. At the pay-per-view, they're supposed to come back and make this big ruckus in the UK and expand. Like, it's going to be an issue. Also, NJPW needs talent in Japan, which is why Tanahashi is working both sides of the world. Also, people might not care about Tanahashi now that Punk is in AEW, which makes NJPW look worse compared to like Punk and Danielson. And then I reread the newsletter, and it seemed like it was sort of more of an Andrade Omega thing, where they were debating on who should win the match. I don't remember the third acquisition. Maybe it was Ruby Riott or so. Mox is an NJPW guy, but most people consider him AEW because of his world title in. He never won the NJPW world title, what Tanahashi has. Tanahashi never won the AEW world title. And NJPW has to be very careful with Tanahashi. He spent 10 years on him. He's had a bigger career and influence on the company than Moxley has. It's pretty important to NJPW. In fact, also protected Tanahashi very well as well. Like, he basically squashed AJ Styles, who they spent all their time on, which was probably over too much. And everyone's assuming that Moxley will win the situation, which I'm assuming is what happened. Like, if Tanahashi would win, like, I don't think anyone would have minded Moxley, NJPW, maybe AEW want to protect Moxley as a former world champ. They like Archer beat him, so I don't know what the big deal is. AEW has to protect Moxley, a former world champ, too. To be fair, a loss would probably won't hurt either of them, but like the issue is like Tanahashi's only had one defense, and it'll be working from what they need him in like Japan. Because like they're low wrestlers, but I guess I'll go back to the US once like wrestlers come back. It took like forever to get Moxley to defend the US belt, and now they obviously don't want Tanahashi to only have one defense. Archer's never beaten Tanahashi. For one against Mox. I feel like AEW has such a large roster that some teams don't look good, and like there are some people that have rosters as well. And everyone could be like impacting their world champ job to some guy who's booking power in AEW. Giving Tanahashi one defense doesn't really work in NJPW. AEW is signed by Christian, and he's the Impact champ. Mox didn't ruin any surprises. Earlier on, we were criticizing the Elite for not pushing themselves. So here we are with another problem. Gonna watch the Asuka thing. I'll see if there's any other news. The boxing might be after Summerslam. CM Punk deal is not short term or part time. So what I was wondering about, since he wasn't wrestling right away, Punk said his talks with Khan went back about a year and a half during the pandemic. Khan didn't really want Punk back without fans in attendance, so they had plenty of time to discuss it. Punk joked that Renee, Moxley's wife, encouraged him to return during WWE backstage in Fox Sports 1. Turned to AEW more than anything to prove, and he did backstage to get his feet wet. So WWE is the reason why Punk is in AEW or Fox or whatever. His deal allows him to do MMA commentary and outside projects. This is his role similar to the one that Terry Funk, Eddie Guerrero, Harley Race, and Tracy Smarts played as Guerrero, someone who's back. Plus the Bucks, Omega, Starks, Hobbs, Jungle Boy, Jon Moxley as potential future opponents. This was Khan's idea from the face Darby Allin. He said that Allin would be his favorite wrestler if he were a teenager. He does not want to take the brunt of Allin's plancha. Same for Vendor. I'm an AEW guy, but if Khan wanted to say that the NJPW G1, they talk about it. It's very interesting. There's a bunch of people who don't really care about the Elite lately. Real fun to get character. A lot of people don't care about the Elite. They haven't been booked strong. Game Over is the champ, but he's over. I like the Morris Game Over than the CUG champ, but he's over. Charlotte they want Charlotte to face Britt Baker or DMD. I mean, there's a whole Andrade, Flair, and Triple thing. I think Conrad throwing that way too early with all these issues now. Oscar update. Like, I don't know. No WWE Reigns is not actually gonna lose. Like, actually retire. Asuka has been in the ring since July's Money in the Bank, and before that was mid-June Raw with Ripley. Also said Asuka is not finally using that she was at last Monday's Raw, but left early, which she was being used at tryouts for Open Triple H Levesk. After talents of 13-16 talents in Orlando. Denise Salcedo of Speak Now worded that Faith Jeffries, Faith VJ, and Isaac O'Doug Vincent are part of that group. Well, I think that she screwed Chase Owens, Jamar Garrett, Santana Garrett, Shelby Brooks, Hogan. I don't know. I'm sure these people are. That might be about it. I'm pretty sure they're like. Might as well cover like what I think is gonna win SummerSlam. I just don't even know when these events are happening. I spelled it with a small s. My bad. I don't know how long the contract with Barclays Center and Survivor Series is. I don't know if it'd be 4 or 6 years, but it could be. It's gonna be at Allegiant Stadium. It's gonna be a pretty big crowd. Go for the yesterday. Must do the preview. Nikki Ash versus Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley. I don't know if Charlotte's gonna be there. And if she's gonna be there, she's fucking a job because of what Flair and Andrade did. I mean, they spent so much time on her. That's an issue too if they can actually do that. I'm assuming Reigns is gonna win because they basically spoiled that in the kayfabe thing. Lashley's gonna win. I see Goldberg as a champ again. He can't really wrestle. See the Usos winning. They said Mysterio and Mysterio's gonna break up. I see Belair winning. See who's gonna win Edge versus Rollins 50-50. See Damian Priest winning. That'd be a pretty big one for him. I don't even know what Sheamus has the belt. Drew McIntyre versus Jinder Mahal. Pure and Skanky. I know you're gonna ask. This is a Wikipedia page. See Alexa Bliss winning. See Drew McIntyre winning. I guess RK Bros winning just because WWE thinks so. I want to win AJ and Omos, Alexa, Drew McIntyre. Jinder winning would be alright too. Yeah, sure, give it to Jinder. Damian Priest, Edge. I don't know. Maybe I don't want anyone to win because of that whole misuse of the Brood. Belair. I want the Mysterios to win because Uso was like a terrible person. One of them. It'd be interesting to go one of them that he has to defend, but he doesn't have this many days. He only has 2 days left to wrestle, so it's gotta be Lashley. So you don't want to be interesting. They've had part-time champs before. guess Reigns. Reigns is a better wrestler. I guess Rhea Ripley. Sure, the third one would be very interesting. It would be a lot of buzz. That's that. What are your thoughts? Oh wait, I forgot to check the NXT Takeover. Just call it 36. 30 was named. 35 wasn't named. 35, 36. They don't know what the main event is yet. That's tomorrow. Okay, so we can do that tomorrow. I'll do it now. I don't know who the pre-show is. Whoever's dropping off should be at finals. Hoping Cross wins. Joe isn't that ready. Maybe he'll hold it in NXT to build up some momentum and train. Or Cross gets promoted to the main roster where he drops to Jeff Hardy. Dakota Kai could win. Because, I don't know what they're doing with the women's title. I don't know. Let's assume Kyle O'Reilly wins. Because Adam Cole could be leaving. We'll see you later. That'll be the big news. And LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes. I guess they invest more in Knight than Grimes, but I don't know if they like either of them. I want to win Walter, Joe. Because they're only like Cross. Cross is alright, but I haven't seen that much of his wrestling. I mean, Joe is really out of conditioning now. Former Kilgan's also winning because they don't want the belt to drop so many times. Cameron Grimes because LA Knight's not a good person. Kyle O'Reilly because he's a better wrestler. And that's that. What are your thoughts on subscribe?